Good morning, friends. Today we are going to be reading What If You Had Animal Hair? Written by Sandra Markle, illustrated by Howard McWilliam. What if one day when you woke up, the hair on your head wasn't yours? What if overnight a wild animal's hair grew in instead? Polar bear. A polar bear has a double coat of hair to keep it warm. There's a woolly undercoat close to the bear's skin. Above that is a top coat made of 6-inch long, stiff, oil-coated hairs. A polar bear's hair looks as white as Arctic snow because the top coat hairs are hollow and clear. They reflect the light just like snow. If you had polar bear hair on your head, you could play outdoors in cold, wet weather and never need a hat. I think some of my friends might like that because they don't like wearing hats when we go out for recess. Reindeer. A reindeer has a double coat too. It also has a lot of hair, as many as 5,000 outer hairs per square inch of skin. Each long, stiff outer hair has a hollow core. These hairs trap air. In addition to keeping the reindeer warm, its hair helps this heavy animal float in the water. If you had reindeer hair, swimming would always be easy, even in the roughest of waters. They would help you float in the water. Musk ox. A musk ox has the largest hair of any wild animal. Some hairs are as long as 2 feet. Its shaggy coat hangs down to its hooves. This coat is also double thick and so tough it acts like a suit of armor. If you had musk ox hair, you could play outside day or night, in winter or summer, without worrying about frostbite, sunburn, or bug bites. Oryx. A scimitar horned oryx has hair that is just right for its African desert home. The oryx's pale colored coat reflects sunlight and keeps it from overheating. The hairs are also so short that any cool breeze easily can reach its skin. If you had scimitar horned oryx hair, you'd never need to comb or brush it. Even if you rolled on the ground, your hair would be too short to tangle or collect dirt. Lion. A male lion has a mane, long, thick hair on the back of its head, neck, and shoulders. When it comes to having a mane, size matters. Scientists learned that female lions, called lionesses, prefer males with big manes. That could be because the healthiest males usually have the largest manes. If you had a lion's mane, you'd stand out in a crowd. You'd look big and bold. Zebra. A zebra's hair grows in black and white stripes. These stripes help it stay safe. Whether standing still or running, zebras usually stick together in a herd. Seeing so many stripes confuses hunters such as lions and hyenas. If you had zebra hair, you wouldn't have to work at being one of a kind. Each zebra has a stripe pattern that is completely unique. Three-toed sloth. A three-toed sloth's hair often looks green because, like plants called algae, grow all over it. Sloths live in damp rainforests and rarely move, making their bodies a good place for algae to live. However, having green hair isn't a bad thing. Green hair helps sloths blend into their homes in the treetops and hide from predators such as jaguars and harpy eagles. If you had three-toed sloth hair, you'd never be alone. Because of the algae, your hair would be home to many different kinds of harmless insects. Arctic fox. An Arctic fox's hair is snow white in winter. Each hair is also fat, helping make its coat thick and warm. As the days grow longer and heat up, an Arctic fox sheds its wintertime hair and grows a new brown coat. Now each hair is skinny, helping make its coat thin and keeping the fox from overheating. Besides staying comfortable, changing its coat keeps an Arctic fox perfectly colored to sneak up on prey such as lemmings and voles. If you had Arctic fox hair, you'd never get tired of your hair color because it would change with the seasons. I like this one. Giant pangolin. A giant pangolin's body is covered with scales, which consists of the same substance as hair. Like hair, the scales are made of tough keratin and grow out of the skin. A giant pangolin's scales also start small and grow longer until, at last, they fall out. New scales grow in to replace the ones that are lost. If you had a giant pangolin's scales, you wouldn't need to put on a helmet to ride your bike. Protect your head. Porcupine. A porcupine has a normal coat, but it also has special hairs too, called quills. Quills are stiff, needle-like hairs. If attacked, barbs on the end of each quill poke into the enemy's skin. Then, even when they separate, the porcupine's quills stay stuck in the enemy. If you had a porcupine's quills, bullies would never bother you. Star-nosed mole. A star-nosed mole's hair, unlike most animal hair, can lay flat in any direction. Pushed forward, sideways, or straight back, its hair will never stick up. It will always lie flat against its body. This lets a star-nosed mole slip easily through its underground tunnels, whether it's going forward or backing up. If you had a star-nosed mole hair, your hair would stay put whatever direction you comb it. Wild animal hair could be cool for a while, but you don't use your hair to stay afloat or confuse predators. You don't need your hair to change with the seasons, be a helmet, or lie flat in every direction. And you'll never defend yourself with your hair, no matter what. So if you could keep wild animal hair for more than a day, which kind would be right for you? Luckily, you don't have to choose. The hair that grows on top of your head may look wild from time to time, but it will always be people hair. It will be what you need to protect your head from heat, chills, and bumps, and make you look your best when it's clean and brushed. The end. Thanks for listening.